guys, I'm MJ,
And I'm Ronnie.
and we're here today to tell you more about Messer Financial Group.
Absolutely.
So welcome to Messer. We are a full field marketing organization where we make things happen for you.
Absolutely. And we're vested from day one. When you come in, you automatically have your book of business. And that all Messer does is to help you take you to the next level.
That means you're not a captive agent. How awesome can that be, Ronnie? Nowadays?
Absolutely. Yes. So many agents always talk about being captive and then can't move or have to only do certain products, right? Well, Messer opens up the gate. You can do just about any product level you want, health, life, ancillaries. We have all of the products.
Which is awesome. So the founders of Messer, Bill and Roy, they were once agents just like us. They were out there knocking on doors, talking to people every day, finding out all these gaps that were missing to help us be more successful. They put it all together, and that's how Messer Financial Group was born.
Absolutely. And we are actually here to give you all of the resources and tools that you need. We have the industry leading quoting tool that's available. It's called MyMFG. You can pretty much do everything in MyMFG. You have the ability to quote, compare carriers side by side, enroll. We have the only platform where you can enroll Medicare and ACA in the same spot.
This platform is truly the only one that can quote and enroll ACA and MA in the same system. And I want to tell you why that is so important. Besides the ACA and MA, now we also included Emeritus and Manhattan Life for all their products, which is phenomenal because that makes it so simple for you to truly navigate that moment that you're in the kitchen table, that you're actually with your client, maybe you're, virtually enrolling, and you're not able to switch gears. You have that system right there. You don't even have to worry about it. You only have to learn one quoting tool. So I wanted to go back a little bit because as you can see in my screen, we launched, MyMFG was always as any great idea, right? It just starts with a conversation, with a thought, and with the need, right? The agents that were partnered with Messer at the time, Bill and Roy, they got to see the need for something that would really maximize their time, help them sell more, and not waste too much time with all the other little things, many things that an agent need to do for their business. So launched it in 2018 for Medicare with Connecture, and we decided to then build our own platform so that we can have full control and also have better speed. MyMFG, actually, you can do it within 6 minutes. If you have a client profile set up within 6 minutes, you can actually quote and enroll a client, okay? Because it is all streamlined. It is just so easy. And it might be hard to believe that it's faster than the actual marketplace, but it really is. So we also know that it is faster with the Medicare side. And that goes to say, if you think about it, right? If you actually are an agent out there and you're working 40 hours a week, and in 40 hours a week, you go from enrollments being 10 to 15 minutes down to 6 minutes, you actually are saving 40 hours a week additional. So you actually gain a full week worth of your work for anything else. We automate time wasters and we protect what matters, which is you and your clients. So I'm going to go really quick to the platform because I really want you to take a look at it. This is how MyMFG looks like, the beginning, like the dashboard of it, right? So as you can see, you'll always be able to see pretty much all the carriers that you're selling, that you're representing. And then over here, you have a total sale, you have MA, you have ACA. If you scroll down, you'll be able to see the year-over-year report. And some people take this for granted, but it's really important for you to really be able to see your business, a full picture of what it is that you're doing. And it's not to take it away from, like, if you're an agent who goes through, directly with the carriers and use the carrier portals, they're fantastic. But if you don't realize, you're actually having to learn each one of them separately, individually, it's a lot of time and effort. Breaking habits are very hard. We all know this. But if it is something that's going to make your life faster, easier, and help you actually grow 3 times faster than you could, why not make the effort to change, right? And we have trainings actually every Tuesday. And I'm gonna share that information afterwards. We're gonna be sending an email out to make sure all of you who joined us today have the time to come and train for the ACA or Medicare side of the platform, as well as the Emeritus and the Manhattan Life. If you are with Messer, by the way, and you have access to MyMFG, please reach out to us and give us a call so that we can actually help you and get you trained and get you set up and rolling and really comfortable with the platform, so that when your enrollment season comes, you're not having to stress about that fact and actually really getting the enrollments fast. I love AI. I love that now everything can be optimized, but I also noticed how we're replacing people in some places that we are irreplaceable. So the fact that you can actually give us a call it means a lot, because you will reach a person. You're not going to reach just a machine. You will not be rerouted. You might be transferred to a few people, but as long as you call and ask to speak with a marketer or speak with a producer support specialist, you are golden. You're going to be getting the help that you need. So if you're really serious about saving your time or gaining time somehow, this is how you do it. It's by actually partnering with Messer. Like we said, at this point, we're not asking for everything. We're just asking for 3. And we actually have a really wonderful marketing initiative happening right now. So if you call and ask to speak with a marketer, we can actually tell you how we can maximize your opportunities and your sales if you were to have a specific set of carriers with us. So please go ahead and give us a call at 866-568-9649. And I am so excited and looking forward for you to giving us a call so we can tell you about it in more detail. One of the things that I'm the most proud about, and we're going to be blasting that out everywhere, we actually completed by 2025, we completed 1 million enrollments in our MyMFG platform. And so I want to welcome you to join us in getting us to the next mill, right? Let's get to 2 million enrollments. And then this way, you know that you are with a partner that you can trust, and with a system, most importantly, you can trust. So if you're ready to scale and be and play smart, please give us a call, like I mentioned before.
It's so awesome that we have also exclusive products and programs that will help you take your business to the next level. For instance, the All-In program. We provide you with all the resources, all these tools that will help you put more money on your pocket. You have access to our wonderful CRM, like Ronnie just said. Mm-hmm. It allows you to quote and enroll Medicare and ACA. It tracks everything you write, everything that's pending. It tracks your money, what's been paid for, what not, allows you to do quick quotes, comparisons, and much more.
Absolutely. And guys, also, the owners have created a great legacy addendum, and that addendum actually protects your legacy of your book of business. So as you're under Messer, working with Messer, and God forbid if something actually happened to you, your commissions will be paid to your whoever you designated to go to for 10 years, and they don't have to be licensed agents. How about that?
Hi, I'm Bill Rice. I am the CEO of Messer Financial and one of the founding partners. We created the Legacy program in direct response to concerns that our agents had in regards to they're building this wonderful book of business, right? They're hopefully making a great living. God forbid something happens to them, they want to make sure that their family is taken care of. And that's difficult in insurance. Left to its own, if it's Med Advantage, there are laws that require the agent to be ready to sell in order for the insurance carrier to pay the commissions. And obviously, if they pass away, there's no longer an agent attached to the policy, and the carriers by law cannot pay. So we see the carriers somewhere between 60 and 90 days will simply stop paying. So God forbid, an agent passes away and they've built this wonderful book and they're making, $300,000 a year, just say $25,000 a month. Well, in 60 to 90 days, that check just stops coming and their family is denied that legacy, if you will. The way in the past that agents used to be able to try and get around that was they'd have to incorporate an agency, they'd have to try and find somebody to be that agent if they passed away. Then there's a worry of, can they trust that person? Is their spouse going to get licensed? It was rather difficult, and there was always uncertainty around it. So we went to our law firm and they crafted the legacy program for us, which basically is an addendum to our existing Messer contract. And it allows the agent, God forbid that they pass away, to sell their book of business to us. We immediately take the agent of record when they pass away, and we contractually agree to pay their family all of that money for 10 years. The lifetime of a MidAdvantage policy is about 8 years, thus the 10 years on it that we're taking care of that family and allowing that money to continue on to that family. We're licensed in every state, so Roy Messer becomes the agent of record. We have an internal group here that services those policies, and all of that money, every penny of it, continues to pay to that beneficiary's, whether that's their spouse or their kids or their sister or their mother. It continues on that money. And it's not just MedAdvantage, because some agents get confused and they think, well, that's not true on the ACA side, because they say insurance carriers continue to pay that. And that is true, except we all know in the ACA market, 2 carriers win every year, the 2 lowest price carriers. So if you have a book of 1,000 clients and they're with let's just say United Healthcare, and then God forbid after you pass away, United Healthcare pulls out of that market, as we've seen, not from them, but from other carriers, or they just become uncompetitive, those 1,000 clients have to be moved to another carrier, and your family would lose all of that money if you're not here to be able to service them. And the legacy program, we're protecting the client, not the carrier. So we would move those clients and still pay your family that money, right? So it's significant on both sides of that. And the whole goal is simply to protect your family. For our agents and the agents that take advantage of it, they love it. I mean, it's truly peace of mind, right? They've built this amazing book of business. It gives them peace of mind knowing that they've protected their families in order to do it. On the outside, sometimes we see people have disbelief, right? They think, oh, that's not possible, right? And so we have to explain to them and show them the contract so they can understand what it is we're trying to do. And then of course, there's the natural hesitation of why would you do that? And I think that's because most FMOs, they're businesses that exist to make money. We feel like insurance agents have a fiduciary responsibility to their client. By law, they're supposed to do the right thing for their client above their own interest. So when Roy and I created Messer, we felt like our fiduciary responsibility now flows to the agent. So we're supposed to put the agent's interest above ours. And I think we're unique as an FMO in that we're the only ones that do that. This is our actions, not our words, saying, hey, we actually care, right? So we are doing what we can to help preserve your book of business, that can go to your family if something happens to you. It's totally free. It's a voluntary addendum to our contract, and it's 100% revocable. So if they grow and become a big agency and decide they no longer need it, they can simply revoke it. But we encourage even our agencies that have partners, we encourage them to still do it as a plan B, because a lot of times partners travel together and they may both pass away in the same car wreck or airline or whatever. And then what happens to that money if there's no partner there to actually service it, right? Because one of those 2 partners or both of them are attached to different contracts, and the same laws would apply and not allow that to be serviced. So we can absolutely be that backup plan for an agency to make sure that that money continues on to their families or to their agency while it's being reorganized, who knows. But it's certainly better than crossing your fingers and hoping something happens, right?
What I like also about the All-In program, the marketing studio, is one of my favorites.
Yes.
You don't have to go through this long process of getting marketing tools approved by CMS, because we did that work for you already.
Yes.
So everything that is in there, all those templates, all you have to do is make it your own, customize it, download them and use them in social platforms, events that you're hosting, anything like that, anything that will make your life easier.
Absolutely. And the thing about those resources that we bring to the table, it doesn't cost you as an agent anything, right? Messer is creating a platform for success. Looking at our website, it says helping talented agents close more sales. And that's what Messer does. Take you to the next level.
And talking about website, we even give you a free website in the All-In program.
Absolutely.
So just from starting with us, don't you get that question all the time? So how much is it going to cost me? It costs you nothing.
Absolutely, I
It just
do.
costs you that
Yes.
few seconds to make the best decision of joining us.
Absolutely. And I think that you would make the great decision. We do have a webinar, of course, that actually says how to choose an FMO. And we do believe if you watch that webinar as well, that you would be fine-tuned on understanding that Messer would be the best fit for you.
Why would I need an FMO? Because you have a partner there for you in your corner. You don't have to be a jack of all trades. And frankly, even those who try, how are you going to really manage your business, grow your business, and know what the best systems are out there? Be ahead of the curve in terms of information. Having a partner like an FMO that can actually provide you those without you having to go find it, you're saving so much time, and you're actually able to just focus on your growth and your clients, who should be number one importance. And another big point that I'll make, and I'll let Abby talk more on that, is there are contracts that you can't get independently, and the ones that you do get independently, I will tell you with 100%, 200% confidence, if that's possible, that you will get a better contract deal with an FMO, because in terms of production, what you're looking at, what carriers expect of you, having a partner for that can really exponentially grow your business just by switching your contract to a partner trusted FMO.
So
What do you think, Abby?
So one of the main reasons you would need an FMO, because for certain carriers, they would not let you contract. You have to have an FMO. But the second thing is, if you are direct with the carriers do not have a legacy.
If you're working hard, or you're starting out and you're going to build this huge book of business, or however size it is, and you put a lot of work into it, and something happens to you and you pass away, what happens, right? Did you put something in place? If you don't know this, in the Medicare side, as soon as CMS is notified that you passed away, everything that you worked for goes back to the carrier. And the ACA side is pretty similar. I think the turnaround time is a little faster even. So they immediately stop commissions. Okay, so it's not only the money's not going to your bank account anymore, is those actual clients are no longer yours. So what you should be asking yourself is, if you're not putting something in place, and if you have an FMO right now, are they offering you that? And if they are, ask them, okay, can I see my copy? Do I have a paper? How are you doing that? And we know that Messer Financial actually created a legacy program I think it was maybe 2 years ago. Actually,
No, we've had it for about
4 years. Okay. So the addendum that we I guess maybe updated about 2 years ago, it's pretty much how, if something were to happen to you and you passed away, 100% of that commission that's going to your bank account will go to your beneficiaries of choice, and it goes up to the tri-terry beneficiary.
It's very important that the FMO that you partner with lets you, or has the ability that you can sell in multiple states, and also that has the right lines of business that you can offer for your clients. It's important that you have access to materials like compliance materials, marketing materials that you can utilize. And it's important that they provide you with training, guidance, and mostly the ability to be independent 100% and be vested, to have the freedom to be vested. That is important to look for in an FMO.
That's fantastic. Absolutely. We're going to cover in detail all of these topics. And most importantly, we have gotten so many responses from all of you about what is important to you in an FMO. So we're going to be diving into those questions one by one. And, as FMOs are, the bridge between the insurance agents and insurance carriers, it's important for us to be able to share these details with you, as well as help you determine what's best for you. So right now, a lot of questions that we get are about either commissions or contracts or how to get started. Obviously, you could be out there and get contract with carriers directly when you have that option. But as a resource that FMOs do, is there are contracts that you can't get directly with the carrier as an independent agent. So it's important that you find the right one that will make sure that your business is protected.
You have to read and understand the type of contract you are signing, and always read the very little fine print, right? That is very important, because what we found is a lot of times on the very small letters, it will tell you that you will be vested in 5 years, in 3 years, in 10 years. So it's very important. What that means is that anything you do, if you're not vested for 3 years or 5 years, anything that you write, anything that you do belongs to that entity and not to you until 5 years or up.
That's fantastic. I'm glad you brought that up, because we do come across so many agents that come and say, yeah, I want to partner with you. You sound great. You have so many great resources, and I own my business, right? Yes, absolutely. You own your book of business from day one. That's how Messer does business with everyone. And so when they're going to choose to transfer their contracts, they find out, oh, actually, they pay me. And but I don't know if I own it. And do you have a document? No, I don't. And when they come to find out, they're actually not vested 100% from day one. They actually had to be there for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. And at times, even with the vesting clause that is in their contract, it doesn't mean you take 100% of the commissions afterwards. Sometimes it's half of that. Sometimes it's a third of that. And sometimes it's zero. Right. You're getting 100% of your commissions. On the Medicare side, you should get the maximum allowable per CMS, the 616 for new business, or 313 for renewals. And with Messer, that's what it is. You'll get that full amount, and it's actually directly from the carrier, with a few exceptions here in North Carolina. But most of them is always direct to you. Local carriers at times are a little different. And with that said, that's how on the ACA for under 65 happens. Most of them come through Messer Financial. However, again, your own book of business, it's 100% yours. All we do is really do the payroll for you and make sure that we're tracking to make sure that you get them on time. And if you have an upline or you another FMO who all your commissions are going through them, it is important, again, to go back to your agreement and you make sure that you are 100% vested, because that's how you protect your business. It's not much so where the money's coming from, is what is in place to make sure you're protected. On the life side, I know that the commissions go directly to the agents. That's how we do it. Now, it's important that you have those conversations with the partners that you currently have or the ones that you're considering to have, because you don't know what you don't know until you ask. All right. We are very transparent and we're honest and upfront. So if there's something that we can't do, we'll tell you. And we have this amazing team in compliance that is here for you. And one of the other things that we're going to cover, obviously, is compliance. And before we dive into compliance, I do want to mention another marketing support that we offer, that it is more on the technology side, just because it's still marketing related. That is our quoting tool. So what other resources in terms of marketing does an FMO offer, right? So if an FMO offers a quoting tool for you, or a way to manage your business like a robust CRM, these are things that you should look out for. And we can circle back about this later to say also a little bit more depth of what Messer has, and also what you should be looking out for if you're in another FMO, if they're offering you that.
So you have to ask yourself, what are you looking for in an FMO? Because FMOs can offer you everything. But in order for you to determine which one's best for you, it's going to be based on your needs and what you're looking for. What are you looking for? What is important to you? And that is how you can determine that's how you choose an FMO.
Beautiful.
When you partner with Messer, you have people that are going to be working with you as a team.
Yes.
You don't work for us. We work for you.
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, if you don't make money, we don't make money.
Right.
We want you to feel prepared and ready to go out there and educate people, find the best solution for their wants and needs. And not only that, eventually, if your goal is to have an agency, we will help you with that too. We don't do nothing with third parties. We have our support in-house, our finance and compliance department, everything You think about it, we have it here. And if we don't, we'll make it happen.
Absolutely. It seems like Messer has all the answers. Guess what, guys? You do the best when you're out there building relationships and selling insurance. Well, let us take care of the rest for you. Let us do all of the admin stuff for you that you don't have to pay an admin for, right? We have a contracting department. We have a commission department. We have so much resources. Please check us out, please.
Another thing that is great with Messer is just by you taking responsibility and doing your job as an agent, as a good agent, right?
Yeah.
You get out there, they help you network, which is what you want through events, through webinars,
Yes.
through all these amazing things that Messer offers. And eventually, we keep on rewarding you because we got this top producer summit, which means that at the end of the year, you'll be invited to participate if you met requirements, of course, and get to know all the carriers, the insights, all this great information that you can actually absorb. The amount of people that you get to meet, right?
Yes,
Even for us as
exactly.
marketers,
Yes.
it's just amazing.
It is. We meet some amazing people, don't we, MJ?
We do.
And it's amazing that these agents that we're talking about, they're very successful, make a lot of money, but they're humble, good people.
Yes.
So it kind of likes
That family
fit. It works.
is.
It's perfect. And that's what I really love. And we see a lot of that when we're at the top producer summit, right? Where these agents, you get the chance to hear a little bit about their life,
Yes.
and to be able to hear something about their spirit and how good they are as people. So I enjoy that part of it a lot. It's really nice.
And it is great to be part of Messer because this is the same experience that you could be sharing also with your agents, downlines, because the way that we communicate, the way that we will work with you, we're going to tailor trainings, meetings, anything that you need that will help you be more successful. We're here to help you because your success is our success as well. So don't doubt yourself of why Messer. It is Messer because it has to be us. It has to be us.
I agree. We do what we say and we say what we do. But the most important thing I like though, MJ, is that Messer puts everything in writing. So you don't have to guess. Like when we talk to the agents, right? And we send them information, it's exactly what we say, right?
Yeah.
The information that we give them over the phone.
We're legit.
Exactly. It's right there. So when they get this information, they say, oh, that's what MJ said. So it's a perfect situation. We hope you guys.
Transparency.
Yes, very much so. How many people can you say that are transparent?
Yes, especially in this industry, it's very easy to lose that confidence and that trust in someone because everyone will say maybe what you want to hear, what sounds nice, but when it comes to delivering, when you need support, you have a question, or you're stuck, basically stuck through a process or through a platform that you're not familiar with, they just won't answer the phone. Messer is here for you. Our support department is available every day. With the exceptions of Fridays, they're here 8 to 5 every day, and they will help you, walk you through, share the screens, anything that we could do. And even if you're around our area, you're more than welcome to visit us as well. And we can do more hands-on training with you and for you.
Absolutely. We have, actually Messer has 3 programs that can fit everybody's criteria. If you're an ACA person, we have something that covers all of that for you. If you are a Medicare person, we have everything to cover that. Life insurance, we have a division. We actually have a dedicated team for life insurance. So Messer is really covering all of the areas. Ancillary products that's available. So there's nothing that Messer hasn't invested in and looked at that would be of benefit to you, that would make you successful, right, MJ?
That is correct. That is correct. And with these programs, basically what it means if you're on the ACA STAR program, the requirement is just one, is do all your contracts of ACA under Messer. In return, we'll give you other type of benefits that will help your career. With the Medicare STAR, what better than getting a free E&O? That's saving you money again from the spot. With the all-in, another highlight from that program, you get the free E&O, you get the free AHIP, you get the marketing studio, the website, access to the CRM, all these great tools that usually you have to invest on in order to benefit from them. And they are there for you at no cost. Just by, it's a thank you for us for being loyal and keeping your business under Messer. We will give you access to this. So whether you're planning to have your agency or just go into a solo endeavor, talk to your marketer, talk to Messer, so that we could provide you with those tools and get you on the right track to set off.
The one great thing about building an agency is Messer will actually help you in building that agency. So if there are agents that you want to bring on board, we will certainly help you train them, won't we, MJ?
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's a situation where it takes a lot off of your plate. We will be loyal to you as an upline so that we can help you train and get your agents to be successful. I think that's something that even as we as agents, right, MJ, we feel like we needed this information and we're able to use this information. So we share it just like it's almost like we're talking to ourselves. I'll just say that. And it makes it so we understand as agents, we understand the challenges so we can help you and walk you through the challenges. Absolutely.
And doesn't it give us peace of mind knowing that someone is there every step of the way?
Yes.
You're not alone.
Yes.
And then when it comes to continuing education, guess what? Messer helps you with that as well.
They do.
Right, Ronnie?
They so much does. And so one thing that people, when we're talking about expenses here, Messer takes a lot off the table. So when it continues education, we give you discounts for that. If you're not licensed, Messer actually give a huge discount for that. Man, where it usually costs hundreds of dollars to get your license or the material for it, Messer doesn't charge you like that. So we're here to really be of help in financially securing, making sure everything is good for you. I love it.
So just make sure that if you have even the most tiniest thought of why Messer, please just give us a call.
Yes.
Give us a call.
Yes.
We'll set a meeting. If we need to get other people from other departments of other products, line of products that you like, or maybe your concern isn't even the products that we offer. Your concern is how much support are you going to be receiving? We definitely can get someone from our support department in our conversation and our meeting and just make sure that all of your questions are answered.
And the one thing I can say, we tailor the support to your specific needs, right?
Correct.
Some agents may have a need for marketing. Some agents may have a need for leads, right? Well, Messer covers all of those territories, right? And the one thing that people cannot be confused about is knowing what they're getting. It's not, they don't have to guess about it. That's what I love, MJ.
Yes, and that lead program is so awesome. Did you know that you can create actually campaigns to target the markets you want to reach out to?
Yes.
By counties, by cities, by state,
Yes.
even radius. You just want to work around your area, right? And make it easier for you. We will help you create campaigns to target these markets you want to reach out to. You set the budget and we'll make it happen.
Absolutely. Messer actually has a event calendar, guys, and that event calendar shows you where training and webinars are. If you take a look on our event calendar on the website, you will actually see a calendar there. We do webinars every Wednesday. We host them. And guess what, guys? Guess who we're hosting? The Carriers there. So that lets you know what type of relationship, right, that Messer has with these carriers, because they come on board and they do live webinars for us about their products. I think that's a great relationship, right?
It is. And if you want to take it back one day, on Tuesday, we do the live MyMFG training, which is very helpful.
Yes.
I like to do refreshers every now and then. You learn a lot.
It is awesome. And I'll tell you, the actual associates that actually does those demonstrations, they are great. I mean, the people are dialed in. You're actually able to actually see everything. It's like you're sharing screens. So they're there with you, right?
They are.
You ask any questions that you may have. They can answer those questions for you right there. If you need somewhere to go, they can show you where to go to get that. That's awesome.
And a lot of people are like, I'm very hands-on.
Yes.
And a lot of people will be, I've been on these trainings where they'll be like, can you repeat that again?
All right.
I just want to see how
Right.
you do this.
Sure.
And we're very patient. We'll repeat it as many times as needed because we want to make sure that you have full understanding of what you're using, the tools that we're providing to you, because we want you to become more successful. So with MyMFG Plus, this is another tool at your hands. And what it does is it allows you to do mass campaigns. You can integrate your calendar as well and much other things. Please don't hesitate to call us for more details on this. The number's right here on the screen.
Absolutely. And you know, one of the great features about the MyMFG Plus that's really great is that it helps you with your organization, right? It organizes everything. All of your clients are right there. You don't have to create an additional spreadsheet or anything like that, right, MJ? It's like all of the information is there. It makes it very easy and it's friendly. And
User-friendly.
very, very much so. And that's one of the things that I love because it makes your life much easier.
You can even manage your social media content there.
Yes.
So that's awesome.
It is. There's a area that really excites me about our Agent Center, and that is our past webinars, right? Like MJ, we have all of this stuff there from how many years? Back to 2022, right?
Could be, yes.
Yes.
I think it does. It goes up to 2022, I'm sorry.
Yes.
A full library. So
Yes.
you could watch it whenever you have time.
Yes. And honestly,
Convenient.
I love to, when I'm bringing on a new agent, have them to look at some of the major webinars, like how our platform works. Things about, if you have no idea about ACA, it's the information there to share with you how you can get up to speed very quickly. Same thing with Medicare and the ancillary products as well, right?
Yes, yes. Don't you get calls after you share with them?
I do.
A training?
Yes.
They're asking you all these questions.
Exactly.
And you notice the excitement
Yes.
in there and the interest.
It is
It's
so
awesome.
awesome. Yeah, it is so good just to be involved in these type of conversations with the agents, being able to share the support that I know that they would enjoy having and being a part of. It is just one great opportunity, I think.
It is. And we really want you to know that without you, there's no us.
Absolutely.
We're here to
not.
help you. We're here to help you close more sales.
Yes,
And I hope that you really did enjoy this webinar. And I'll see you soon.
absolutely. Take care, guys.